Rain. Can you see the stars out there? Ooh, my dear, my dear, my dear, my dear. So yeah, you can now book a reading if you would like. Although the information should be on the profile, it may not be. It should be, but yeah. Or in the bio. Down in the bio. Doom, doom, doom. Down in the bio. Doom, doom. Yeah, I got about just over an hour, I would say. So yeah, prices are on the, I don't know what you call it, the filter page, back page. So yeah, each their own. Like, share, and subscribe. How the mighty have fallen. Interesting. I sense a lot of disagreements, a lot of arguing. There's a lot of falling out going on behind the scenes, which I don't want you to know about. So all those that collaborated are now kind of falling apart. They're trying to like throw each other under the bus in that aspect. For some of you, it's going to make sense as to why people was moving the way they was moving, or it makes sense to why people was trying to be nosy or poke you for information, but wrap it up in just general conversation. I just want to know how you're doing. What you up to now? Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. See it there? Bullshit. They just really want to know your business so they can then go back and gossip to their little group affiliation. There's quite a few of them online as well, man. Yeah. Yeah, but clearly you stood your ground. You ain't having a bar of it. So I'm sensing that these people really tried to bully you. That includes like gang stalking, smearing the names. But yeah, you stood down in your Queen of Swords energy. You've made your decision and you stand by it. So I'm not sensing that you're gonna go back on any decisions you've made. It's final. And you're happy with the decisions you've made. So what I sense is you're gonna get people trying to make you reconsider or feel bad for the decisions you've made. Don't. Let's just say this. They didn't feel bad when he was doing all those heinous acts behind your back. Do you understand? The only thing they feel bad for is the fact that they've been exposed. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Because for a lot of you, they saw your life as their amusement. So that clearly shows a sign that they've been doing this for a while. They get enjoyment out of doing this. So clearly, these people are not just heartless, they're soulless. They chose, this is what I heard Spirit say, they chose to let their trauma, whatever they went through, define them as an individual. Now, to me, that's not an excuse. Do you understand? It's not an excuse. We've all been through some level of trauma. However, Some may have gone through more, some may have gone through not as much. Do you understand? But the whole point of it is there's a lesson to be learned, good, bad, or indifferent. Do you know what I mean? It's up to you how you implement it, is what I want to say. So you can either grow from it and learn from it and take whatever lesson that you need to utilize that to move forward, or you can wallow in it and use it as an excuse to surround yourself with more individuals like yourself that wallow in that same type of low level energy bitterness. Bitterness should be like a hatred should really be like a criminal offense. It should be, because some of the things these people have done, and it literally, I get a strong sense that it literally was like second nature, like it was easy for them to do it. So clearly, they have zero conscience at all. But now they may want to present like, oh, they have some sort of conscience. It's a lie. Do you understand? Told you. You've been illuminating everything. So basically, you speaking on your truth or even exposing what you had to endure at the hands of these individuals kind of obliterates what it's like you're shining a light on what they're not saying. Do you understand? And it kind of exposes their lies as well, you know? This is why for some of you, these people didn't want anybody to speak to you. Why not? So you can do all the talking, but I can't answer no questions. Or you can't speak your truth, collective. Does that make any sense to you? Does that sound rational or even logic? It doesn't. Do you understand? So sometimes it's not what they say, it's what they don't say, you know? Because you'll find that people will kind of how can I say, accidentally expose themselves. All you got to do is listen. Kind of, it's with these people, once they believe that you're believing their bullshit, it's like inside they get excited. It's like it really strokes their ego. So it's like they're all doing their Oscar winning performance. Yeah, they get a boost. They get a real ego boost out of believing they've deceived you or made you believe their lies, basically. I find that quite bizarre. But the lengths these people went to, even paying people to facilitate the lie, speaks volumes for these individuals. But I'm very sure, in fact, very positive that the universe is giving them a taste of their own medicine. They don't like it much, I'll be honest with you, they don't like it. It's like they're now scrambling and arguing amongst themselves about the level of karma they're going through, which, believe it or not, they think is not warranted. That's crazy. So clearly, these people are still in denial. You have to look at it at certain individuals are never going to change. And I said this once and I'll say it again. The majority of these people are older. Yeah, they are of all ages, but for the most part, the orchestrators of this is just some bitter ass coffin dodgers that are very nasty, very lustful, and extremely. Listen, the level of envy is on a scale. It took me a while to actually digest it. And these are people that on the outside, it looks like they have everything they want. So if they have everything they want or they've stolen everything they want, why are you so bitter and hateful? So clearly what you was doing did not bring you happiness or did not yield you no happiness. So that really wasn't the main goal. Do you know what was the main goal? to see you not have it or to see you not make it. For whatever irrelevant reason, because there is no reason that defies logic for them to have that type of perception. They know it too, but they never admit it. It's like the bitterness in some parts is so thick. You may notice you may go to certain parts of the town where you live, and all of a sudden, say for instance, people are engaging in a conversation, all of a sudden they just stop and look at you. Things like that. Or people are stopped dead in their tracks. Whatever it is they're doing, they're stopped dead in their tracks. That just shows that your presence is so powerful already without you even opening up your mouth is obviously not is irritating whatever demon. So there's a lot of us walking around with demonic energy. No matter how much you try to deflect or make excuses for why you're so bitter and nasty, but then wrap it up in a smile. I just find it bizarre, that's all. Yeah. Temperance, you're standing in your earth angel energy. I mean, we all have choices, yeah? That's true to say. We all have choices. But they cannot persecute you because you chose to answer your calling. And let's be real, they all got the calling, but they chose the easy way out. And this is the outcome. So don't always believe what you see, especially on this social media bullshit. Don't always believe what you see. A lot of it is fabricated. A lot of it is bought and paid for. A lot of it is these individuals was so desperate to be or to feel like part of something that yielded nothing. Because what you gained, what you believe you gained, considering to what you thought you was getting, considered to what you the risk you was taking on how much you was due to lose, made no sense. But at the time, they're gonna make it look so beautiful, so wonderful. And that's just an illusion. They like to do that. A lot of people do that, in fact. They like to feed people illusions to reel them in. That's true. But yeah, you're in temperance and in January. That pisses them off too. Sagittarius energy, Leo energy. Could be your star sign, doesn't have to be. It could mean that you have these signs aspected in your chart. Doesn't have to be. So it's up to you how you implement it. Let me just say that much. But yeah. So you stood your ground. And for some of you, like I said, the reaction they was looking for, they didn't gain. You kind of knew better, or something was telling you. So for a lot of you, you are actually starting to tap into your own instincts and your own intuition. That's good. That's what you're supposed to do. Never be quick to be led by the silver tongue of another individual. 'Cause 9 times out of 10, you'll be the scapegoat for their come up, so to speak. I've seen that happen so many times. There's times when I will always fall for it, but so something deep inside feels like something don't feel right. A lot of you ignore that gut feeling. You shouldn't do that. Yeah. See, look, the Wheel of Fortune again on the bottom. Let's see if it comes out. Let's see if the Wheel of Fortune comes out, yeah? Yeah. So it looks like these people was looking to gain some type of new beginning. I could take this one of two ways because it's kind of on its side, so it's like it's on the fence. So I'm not sure if some of you may be tempted or may have been tempted to follow something that would have like led you like lambs to the slaughter. So you was kind of like in two minds, or maybe some of you did, and something didn't sit right. So now you're trying to like backtrack. That's still good, but let's be clear. You still have to take accountability for however far you went down that wrong path, if that makes any sense. That's a fact. But either way, for our collective, yeah, you have forward movement. You're in your new beginning. You're embracing your new beginning. What I will say is Aquarius energy for the Fool. So it's like you've been placed on a, it's like being put in a bigger pond type thing. That's the kind of way I like to articulate it. It's all new. I get it. Do you know what I mean? It can be a bit overwhelming in the sense of is a bigger, you're getting a bigger, not a bigger part, but like a higher path, or a path that is completely new. So it's literally like having a whole new lease on everything, like everything new, you know? So you kind of like, you're just not really finding your feet, you're just exploring it, if that makes any sense. But you're embracing it at the same time. So that's good. Do you understand? And I will say again as well, you're still gonna, this is the way it was said to me, innit? They say higher levels, bigger devils. But for the most part, you should have learned enough to be able to traverse through whatever terrain is presented in front of you. So just be mindful of who you listen to and what you let absorb your own space, basically, in it. You know, like I said, in it, every action yields um a good or bad outcome. You know, so you will find people that are going to try and trick you. Is what I want to say. They're going to try and like wrap up a trap dressed up as a golden opportunity. Do you understand? Just remember, the devil wakes spirit for idle hands. Some of you may be in like a king of cups energy. Sorry, so you're very thoughtful. You're very creative, or your creativity is expanding. So you could be in this energy, or maybe about to um engage with individuals that are this energy, that embody this energy. So I kind of getting like, I don't know, like some type of support, mentorship, that kind of thing. Maybe even like a better group of individuals that are of good substance. Mm. And of good stature too. Let's not forget that one. Good stature. Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. Right, the Page of Swords is in the reverse, and it's funny, if you can see, it literally landed on the Temperance card, but the Page of Swords is in reverse, so that tells me they was trying to delay all the people walking in the light, basically. For some of you, it's specific individuals that they've been targeting. For some of you, it was your own family members that teamed up with other individuals. This was the ultimate outcome they wanted. They were looking to delay you and force you into some type of disappointing news, or make you feel disappointed. For some of you, they even tried to attack your children in this aspect also. So that tells me, as sad as it is, whatever they try to do to your children will now be done. If they have children or even grandchildren, it's going to be done to theirs. That's how that shit works. But worse. Do you understand? Because it was unwarranted. Everything they did, she was unwarranted and very unjustified. Extremely unjustified. That's a fact. So, like I said, I think because the Five of Cups is feelings of disappointment. I don't really think you're disappointed with yourself. I think you're just more disappointed with the people that's been exposed to you, or the people you believed would never do the shit that they did to you. Do you understand? But it's okay. It's okay. You've accepted it. You said your goodbyes. You've walked away. It is what it is. For some of these individuals, there is no coming back from this at all. These people are fucked for lifetimes. They may even be reincarnating and still come back into this karmic retribution. Is what I do know, and rightly so. In it, they kind of brought it on themselves. They all chose to allow their ego and pride and gluttony to dictate their decisions to them. And that is what life's about. It's about evolving. It's about going through hardships and hard times and trials and tribulations. And universe is there to test whether you're going to allow it to strengthen you and make you stronger, or you're going to allow it to break you and then turn out like the same people that was your biggest haters or your biggest attackers or the same people that was targeting you. So it's like you're going to join their club. Mm, that's definitely. Make sure I keep a track on the time. So yeah, if it fits, it fits. If it don't, it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah. See the Five of Pentacles in the. I'm gonna. It's kind of on the fence, but I can take that one of two ways or both ways. They wanted to keep you beneath them in a sense of they wanted you to have to always have to come to them. But for some of you, these people have never been there for you anyway. And anytime they did come around you, it was just to know what you was up to, so that they go behind your back and sabotage you. That's exactly when you think back to the encounters you've had and how people popped up strategically. They've always been watching you. Literally, it's like they made your life um their version of one, like watching EastEnders. That's the best way I can give it to you, so that you take it on board. But yeah, and on the flip side of it, you're coming out of whatever stagnancy or lack of you was in because at the hands of these people. So they try to tarnish your reputation or make people believe a narrative so that they wouldn't work with you. And that's quite sad. But they have to pay for that. It is what it is. They have to pay for that. So I know a lot of you are on my page because that's what you do. You just sit and watch and then say nothing. Your silence is just enough. It's just the same as accountability. That's what you're not realizing. So continue to do so because it is what it is. So yeah, for some of you, you're looking to receive something. It can come in any shape or form. Clearly, this is happy news, the Page of Cups. It could be some type of emotional happy news. But I kind of you prepared for it. Let's just say that, and I would don't let your emotions get the better of you. So that tells me you're gonna be hearing some extremely hurtful information. Yeah, for some of you, one of these individuals are planning on trying to come back and deceive you in some way, shape, or form, purely to save their own ass. Mm. Hoping that if they throw everybody else under the bus, then that will lessen their karma or assist them in evading some type of accountability or judgment, I wouldn't advise it. That's what I will say. Because at the same time, you've got to ask yourself, the same way they're quick to come and give you this information about everybody else, and they've had years to speak up, but they was too busy enjoying watching you being tortured and abused. Yeah, they're also open to deflect from having to own up to their part that they played in it. Coldplay was all fully involved. Let's be clear on that one. All of them was fully involved. There's no need to get made from that one. It is what it is. So you've learned to abandon paths or even mindsets of delusionment and shit that you know is not gonna fulfill you in any way, shape, or form. That means people, places, and things. You know, for some of you, I rebuke you. For some of you, I've had people that have tried to mislead you in some way or deceive you, and I think you clocked on, or they tried to give you some false advice that wouldn't yield you anything. Do you understand? But maybe hamper or hinder your progress in some way, shape, or form. And I think your angel stepped in and kind of like guided you, like, cut that person off. Do you understand? Continue. And you may have some people that will say, oh, that's not going to work out, this, that, and the third. You're not going to get anywhere with that. Don't bother doing that. Do something else. Don't listen to them people. Don't listen to them people. It's because they like to advise you how they see their self, which doesn't make any sense. Ooh. So you persevered through some type of, this could be recent actually, or currently, or this could be to come. So someone tried to put a death to your transformation. Somebody that obviously didn't want you to recover from some type of attack or whatever rituals they was doing on you, that didn't work. So I sense that now they're in the same energy that they tried to put you in, probably worse. Because it was a thing where they did it consistently. Like it's literally like they would like take it in turns. Do you know what I mean? So it's a thing where it was being done to you relentlessly, like they literally was trying to send you crazy, you know, and then stalking you constantly, screenshot and recording, whatever the case may be, to get some type of falsified evidence so they can run back to their little cupboard and be like, see, it's working. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, you understand? Mm-hmm. But that shit didn't work, did it? Clearly. Mm-hmm. You kept going. Either you kept going or something in you, your spirit made you keep going. The spirit was having none of it. I think the spirit knew before your mind kicked in. For some of you, you might have felt really tired, like, can I continue to do this? Can I continue to push on? Because for some of you, you've been battling this for a long time. So that was another strategic plan of these individuals. They was hoping to wear you down and tire you out. What they don't realize is we have endless energy and endless strength. Do you understand? So that for us is not optional. We don't see that in our future at all. You understand? Whereas, because these people are resonating on a different frequency, yeah, they will scoop that up gladly. So yeah, keep going. You've already made it anyway. Let me just say that you've already made it. I don't landed on my clothes. Yes, we got so this is a fake Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is a very bitter and nasty individual, but pretends to be thoughtful, kind, and sensitive and caring. They ain't. They only care about how or what way they can fuck you over, basically. It's got to be blunt with it, innit? It is what it is. So whoever this individual is, she's been exposed. Maybe people know who this person is, or you're about to find out who this person is. But this is clearly someone, and that could be a family member or someone that should have been close to you, or you believe they was close to you, but they always hated you. They always had some type of deep-seated, deep-rooted hatred towards you that they hid very well. Like maybe sometimes when you might have been expressing your achievements and they would just go silent. Do you understand? Or when something good happened to you, instead of them congratulating you, they would give you some type of bitchy backhanded compliment, or they would try and downplay whatever it is he was expressing. And possibly even the same individuals that have been sat mocking you, mocking your posts, mocking your videos, but yet though mimicking and copying everything you do. Funny that, isn't it? Funny that, isn't it? That's what people do. Can we get some likes in the chat? Otherwise, why are you really here? Yeah, for some of you, you're getting justice. This is your justice. I'm kind of sensing that just make sure there's no more cards back to front. Oh yeah, Queen of Wands in the upright. Yeah, you carry all the swords, basically. For some of you, I'm sensing because the Justice card is out here, which is Libra. Maybe this is going to become more apparent in Libra season. For some of you, they've been trying to stop you from gaining some type of justice for the shit they did. Whether it be their rituals or paying people to lie. Put this way, there's a lot of people in certain positions that are in a lot of shit. They're in a lot of trouble. There's a lot of people in certain specific job descriptions that assisted these individuals and are all being called out. So if you start to see people just disappear out the blue, now you know why. That's why. Do you understand? It's because they know they're being exposed and they know that we're speaking on it. Do you understand? They're just not aware of. Because for me, I was given names, but it's not for me to speak it at this present moment, if that makes any sense. So it's a thing where they're so paranoid, they're running if you know. Because these people know you're gifted, they're not stupid. For some of these people, the same people you was around was kind of blocking your intuition in the sense of they would argue back with you. When you know shit wasn't right and you'd call it out, it's like they would all gang up on you to make you feel bad for what you were sensing and then make out like, oh, you're overreacting, you're being too sensitive. The classic one is, oh, you're too much. That's a classic backhanded narcissistic tactic that they say. Do you understand me? To try and deflect because you've literally just hit the nail on the head. And for some of you, you just didn't want to see, or not really see, you saw it, but you didn't want to believe that these people that you had their back to the fullest was doing this to you. And that is kind of a hard pill to swallow, and I get it. Do you understand? I've experienced it too, but it is what it is. I think the best thing you did, you was guided to do anyway, I know that much, was to not resort to revenge or hatred towards them. And I understand this because I've had to do it too. It's so hard. It's easier to them people say, oh, forgive and forget. Forgiveness ain't for them. Do you understand? Forgiveness does not mean, oh, I forgive you, so now we can just move on and reconnect. No. Do you understand? Forgiveness is, how can I say? It's like for your peace of mind, for your closure. Do you understand? And when you do it that way, I promise you, that's when their karma starts kicking in. Do you understand? So when people don't want you to forgive, they're doing it because they want you to resort to the tactics that they use. They want you to be wicked like them. And that way, all you're doing, you're messing up your own growth and progress, and you're going to fuck up your blessings, basically, because they messed up theirs, and they can see that. I guarantee you, these people now are regretting everything they did. They're sat there probably pondering, thinking to themselves, I should have took a different route, or I should have never got involved. But most of these people did it for some type of financial gain because they was offered uh, such lucrative advancements, and because there were so many of them involved, they didn't think for a minute it could backfire, and it did, big time. And it was going to anyway. Doesn't matter how long it took. Do you understand? Because it was their time to be exposed. For some of you, it's been a lifetime. For some of you, maybe 1-2 decades. You know. So of course you're going to question everything, because that's just like saying none of the relationships you was a part of or connected to was ever genuine. It's just like there was all some type of handler in some way, shape, or form sent to you or put in your existence deliberately to keep you down. Do you understand? Or to keep you doubting yourself in that sense. And that fucked up for a start. So we got the Queen of Wands in the upright. They don't like the fact, so this is you, I sense, and this is the collector's energy. It's really, it's like they can't wrap their minds around how are you so happy and upbeat after all they've done. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that if you're cheerful, they don't like the fact that if you keep it moving. They want you to be just like them and wallow in self pity and what ifs. You know, they want you to question yourself. Don't. Do you understand? Don't ever think that. I'm telling you, don't ever think like that. They know exactly what they was doing. They was fully aware of every action that they took. They didn't care. Do you understand? And the fact that you was unaware is like it amused them. It's like they got off on that. I'll be honest with you, they got off on it. It is what it is, isn't it? Two of Wands. The minute you started to accomplish things, you saw things started to change in your existence, basically. Continue. I know it doesn't happen straight away. You've got to understand there's like a process to it. I've had to learn that too. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't just happen like that. And then you like it to be, but the fact of the matter is you're on the right path. Do you understand? Look, think about all you've overcome and what you've accomplished. For some of you, you was never nurtured at all. So you've had to learn everything, as well as drag yourself out the mud multiple times. And you still did it. Do you understand? So don't ever think less of yourself at all. Then that's like giving into their projection that they've been projecting in it. Anything else with this? Come on. I hate the way the cards just skid across the table and then lands upon the blasted floor. Oh my god. Oh, so all these manipulated and fabricated romances or relationships, so to speak, because this is the partnership. They're falling apart because obviously people are waking up, or whatever spells people's put under to accept these karmic individuals into their lives as counterparts. For some of you, you marry these people, so we'll see about that. But because it was done on faulty grounds and it was done against your will, so basically your energy was manipulated, that's breaking spiritual law. So you can, as well as divorce, but these people will get karma for what they did. That makes any sense. For some of you, you was deliberately targeted. I'll be honest with you. It is what it is. For a lot of you, it was just done out of jealousy. I'll say again, just done out of jealousy. They wanted everything that was divinely destined for you, but they wanted it without having to do the work to obtain it themselves, which is disgusting. Do you understand? For some of you, they've sat and watched you. The same people that never clap for you, I promise you, they're the same ones that wanted you to fail. They've always wanted you to fail. For some of you, they even pay for spell work or even engaged in doing some type of dark manipulations to make you fail. Do you understand? And these are people that you held dear to you, that you're going to come to find out, or you already know, always had ill will towards you. This is why it was so easy for them to discard you and make you feel like shit. For some of you, that is what everything you had. You may have had friends, for instance, I'll give you an example. You would have had friends that always wanted to sleep with your partners, always jealous. For some of you, they did exactly that. Now look at them. Where did that get them? This is what they don't want you to tell you, but I will. Simple as that. I will. I don't have much time now. I've literally got about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, I'd say. I say 20. Oh, damn. So I got to go out and do something. So I noticed that I set a specific time and I wasn't going over the time limit. I was staying for longer. So let's see. What else? Who else? Excuse me. So yeah. Yeah, someone's hooked because I put all the cards in the right way around. So that's another thing I've noticed as well. The cards have been coming out the one way around. That's a sign as well. So you got people hooked on stalking you. And these are people, I would call them narcissists with huge egos, deflated egos. And I'll tell you why. Because they were probably promised that they would never be found out. And they did. Do you understand? These are the same people that called you crazy, but yet though try to emulate your energy. There's a thing where nobody's better than nobody, but these people believe that they were. Purely because there was more people against one individual, so they just believed that, yeah, like this group is better kind of thing, or this little gang is better. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. Because you got to remember, what we don't have physically, we have in abundance spiritually. And this is what they was unaware of. So for some of them, they was actually led straight into a trap. The people that led you into a trap, they just wanted someone to scapegoat. For some of these people are going to be scapegoated basically. Some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Impersonator on the bottom. So you got people out trying to impersonate you now. They've been impersonating you. Or someone's being exposed as an impersonator. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. For some of you, how come Bad Karma was the first card out? That's funny. Hold on. Is someone trying to mess with me? I rebuke all negative energies, or projections, or evil eye sent to me. I return it to you instantly and make it rest with you. Yeah, you got a happiness hater and bad karma. So these people who are happiness haters are all experiencing bad karma. So something's exploded because the way I shuffled those cards and it kind of went like, yeah, that's what that tells me. So I'm not sure if there's been some type of big fallout or maybe even some type of physical altercation, but there's been some type of huge bust up. Yeah. So for some of you, this is in the reverse. That tells me some karmic friends have been exposed. Who you may have thought that you could trust. That could be past, present, or to come. For some of you, it just depends on where you're at, I would say. Yeah, for some of you, they were stealing your energy for a long time and stealing what belongs to you for a long time. That's been exposed. They've been exposed as a thief. So what they would do is, for instance, they would copy everything you do, or say, for instance, if you change your hairstyle, they would go out and get that hairstyle. If you changed your style of dressing, they would then go out and copy your style of dressing. But they would tell people when they would ask, like, "How can you looking so similar?" Oh, they're just copying me. They're just copying me. They try to deflect. So now all that's coming out. Yeah, we know. I just said that already. You're on your own fake accounts. I see that. I see you. I've used it already. But don't worry. You know what's coming. It says lurking on your socials, hiding hidden identity, can't stop watching. Yeah. It's because they're vexed that you didn't accept a dirty office. What was I just saying to you about people trying to present something to you that wasn't legit, but they had to make it look so wonderful? Do you understand? Like they dressed it up really, really well, sprinkle some little illusion on it. Do you understand? I've had that. Yeah, some groupies have been, they're all groupies. So these are people that all collaborate together and they fornicate together. So they sleep together too. Mm-hmm. That's where all the diseases come from. Just saying. Yeah, so they can no longer cyberbully you. So for some of you who have been being cyberbullied, they can't do that no more. Yeah. They're now being exposed of having a bad reputation. So for some of you, what I'm getting is they try to make out like you're the one with a bad reputation. Oh, don't work with that person. And because so many of them was all trying to say the same bullshit, I get it. You would be more inclined to believe it, but the point I'm trying to make is some people just took them for their word instead of going out and finding out for themselves, like research it, asking questions, investigate. Nobody did that. Yeah, some people, what's happening is they may have been sending you magic, like if you drive or however your mode of transport is, they've done spells to try and make you have a car accident or get hit by a car, make a car blow up, just things like that. Now what's happening to them? It says repo nightmares, always asking for a ride, too broke to fix it because they got shit. Yeah, you've been stalked. I already knew this anyway. They're stalking you online, still checking your stories. They're still obsessed. It is what it is. Yeah. Some of them, they know that they married for money. Or for some of you, you was put in a fraudulent marriage for them to steal your money. That's why they're stalking you. They know that time is coming when you're going to be advised of this. Yeah. So someone has some type of photo proof evidence. So somebody, I believe that someone was watching these people. The truth is right in front of your eyes. Calling out evidence in plain sight. Well, we're just relaxing. That's what I'm getting. Relaxing, reflecting, meditating. Yeah, for these people, it's too late. Because they've had multiple warnings and they still continue their bullshit. So it is what it is. What I say to you? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah, I told you. After these people are on drugs or on some type of drug, it's like I can get what they do. They probably get drunk, take drugs, and whatever demons in that substance is controlling them. So then they act up or they ramp up their bullshit. It's just like now they're being drained. They want to drain you, now they're being drained. Yeah, impersonate it, come back out again. This is someone that's been impersonating you. And I kind of sense in this is even friends, family members, siblings, even older people too, believe it or not. Child services. This is someone that's got kids. So someone's about to lose their kids or be investigated for some type of child neglect and child abuse. That's not good. I believe they may have done this to you. Some of you may have had your children taken away from you or been deemed an unfit mother. That was all spell work. Yeah. Yeah, copycat. They've always been a thief. They have no creativity of their own. They just steal what you do. For some of you, it's like they steal what you do and then they go behind the scenes and maybe report your posts to get them to get your posts slowed down for a minute while it's being investigated, whatever the case may be. Then to put out what they've copied from you to make out like you copied them. But everything's date stamped and time stamped. Do you understand? Yeah, you got someone out there fake flexing. When I tell you, don't always believe this shit you see on this social media. It's fake. It's fake. It is what your energy. So the more you watch these people, is the more they can harness your essence and your blessings. Does that make any sense? Because you are now obsessed with you. Somebody's crying. It's too late to be crying now. It is what it is. You did what you did. You enjoyed doing it while you enjoyed doing it. You should have known there's going to be a time where that shit was going to come to an end. But these people thought they'd either take you out first or you take yourself out. They set you up in some type of crime like they committed to get you locked up, yeah? Or they'd have you institutionalized. And everything backfired. Yeah, they're out here creeping. I can see you on my face on my YouTube, weirdo. Keep creeping because you're going to jail. How about that? Yeah, you was hooked on whatever it was you was doing. And what have we got to show for it? Nothing. You was hooked on your own ego. Some of them might want to say about, oh, I love you. No, you don't. You love your ego. Let's be for real. You love your ego. You're in love with your ego. Do you understand? Because if you truly loved anybody, you have never treated them the way you did, or you never have done the things you did. Do you understand? And the way in which you did it in. And then to go even further, to then try and lie and smear their name and defame their character. And that's supposed to be your version of love. Now you can keep it. Not interested. Not interested. Yeah. Court you're facing court. For some of you, they've been stealing shit from you. So they got to give you back what they stole. For some of you, this involves not just life insurance, insurance fraud, and the STD, because someone's been spreading STDs. Some of them's quite now because they're embarrassed. So families are destroyed, relationships being broken up. There's marriages on the line because of this shit, and they're all trying to throw each other under the bus. They're all trying to play the playing game. Yeah, that shit is played out. Their shit is played out. They've been doing this shit. Come on now. But this is what you get when you take certain deals. Yeah, your ass is bankrupt. Because you cut off certain individuals, they don't have access to you. For some of you, these people are siphoning your sexual energy and manifesting from that shit and leaving you depleted until you was guided to cut the cords. And you were shown how to cut the cords. And these little weirdos never expect it. So when you're doing these little covens, yeah, they tell you the little secret that the government don't want the people to know. Do you understand? We all have our own magic in some way, shape, or form, but these people, they use forbidden magic, they use dark magic, they use demonic magic to attack people. Yeah. You're just out there finding your feet. You're just hustling, doing your thing. Continue to do so. These people can't do anything to you. So yeah, if you wanna book a reading, let me know. How Broadcast landed on karmic friends. Yeah, your karmic friends are broke now. So whatever money they was getting is not coming in for them no more. Or if they is making money from stealing your ideas and duplicating your style, trying to feed off of your creativity. So some of you, your own karmic friends was copycat. For some of you, it's your exes, your family, even your siblings or half siblings. However you want to articulate it. Some of you have a narcissistic, obsessive lover. I don't understand that, because for some of these, not all, but for the most part, you're not their preference anyway. Their true preference is the same sex. So do you embrace that shit? So even after all this, they're still a bold-faced liar. Do you understand? And they know it too. So I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. There's nothing wrong with being gay, just stand in your truth. When you want to come out here to try and fool people with your nasty ass self, that's not gonna fly. The spirit's always gonna expose you. Spirit will always expose you. Yeah, I rebuke you. So if you're trying to like upset my channeling, you're just gonna fuck up yourself even more. Because some of you may have exes that it says want you back, but that's in the reverse. So that tells me they're pretending like they want you back. That's a lie. That's a lie. For some of you, you will be moving. And I suggest when you do move, don't tell anybody. Yeah. These are the narc individuals, the forcer that like to try and bully their way or force their way or push their way into your energy and cross your boundaries. Because they used to get what they want with other people. Not over here. Not over here. Yeah, you're ignoring them. You don't give a damn. For some of you, you've changed your information. Good for you. Don't give no one whatever information you have. Don't give it to nobody. Because that's how they've been gaining the information. They've been going out, probably lying to people in the community to obtain your new phone number. Do you understand me? Or your new information to then try and not even communicate with you, but to spy on you and to hack your shit. That's what they've been doing. And now your ass has been caught. So, same shit, different day. Yeah, this is the same person that was cock blocking you. That tried to put you in some fake love triangle. And that was short-lived, yeah? Tried to put you in some fake love triangle. Nah. Yeah, it says torn between two or multiple lovers. That says a lot. So that's like saying they want to fornicate with your family. They got the new supply, and then they got the download partner. Do you understand? All right, then. Yeah. They're out there wasting their time. Ain't shit gonna change for these people. That's all I'm gonna say on that one, because, yeah. I got shit to do. I got shit to do. So, like, share, subscribe. If it resonates, take what resonates, leave the rest. Leave it for someone that needs it. Leave it for somebody that needs it. And I got go and sort some couple things out. Yeah, so hopefully I'll have to do my statement today. That word that I thought he could sexually assault me inside of a shop. Disgusting. This is the kind of people you live amongst. Do you know what I mean? And that was probably an act of body jumping. It just shows that the amount of people that are walking in demonic energy and act like they didn't realize it. And that's what happens when you sit in a certain energy of bitterness. That's what happens. That's what happens. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Or you look at someone and you judge people by their appearance. Without, you just assume too much without actually asking anything or finding anything out that's genuine. Like a lot of you people like to thrive off of chaos and gossip. Nah. Stay far from me with that. I ain't interested. And if that's kind of individuals that you people are, stay off my platform, period. You will get zero energy from me. That I will tell you. For free. So yeah, just a quick one anyway. Justice come out again. Yeah, you're getting justice for the wrongdoing that was done to you by these individuals, these weirdos. So expect some type of communication from, not sure who, but expect some level of communication about all of this. So yeah, I hope everybody has a good day. whatever you're doing,